How's it going, guys, and welcome to the Minute channel. Today we're gonna be talking about Persona 6 and the possibility of it coming to multiple consoles. Now, overall, it's just we've seen a shift on the Persona exclusivity games over time. I mean, Persona as a series has been exclusive to the PlayStation for some time now, but at the same time, we have seen it go out of its way to not be exclusive. There's multiple examples of this, such as much recently Persona 4 Golden coming out on PC, and Persona 5 Strikers coming out on pretty much everything except for Xbox. So there is a pretty good chance that Sega, particularly, not much as Atlas, is really moving into the direction of just kind of having the games in more systems. Now, personally, exclusivity never really made sense to me for the Persona series because it's a pretty small series, and I mean, as a fan of the series, you just want the game to do good, and I just don't see why it shouldn't just come out in all the different. I mean, it just kind of makes sense. Personally, it will make sense if they just kind of started doing it on more systems, right? But it's just exciting for me. I think that it's definitely gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen for Persona 6, but it's definitely gonna happen for a lot more Persona games, particularly the older Persona games. I guess the defining factor whether we're gonna get more of these games on other consoles is whether they're going to be doing some kind of deal with Sony. Now, personally, I always held the belief that Atlas and Sony did have some kind of deal going on, but it's since expired, or maybe they're just not offering them the money that they're supposed to be offering them. I don't know exactly, but I do believe something like that is going on, or at least was going on at some point. But it's never really been discussed. Atlas has never come out and said, "Hell yeah, we have a deal with them" or everything. Obviously, it's not something that they want to discuss with people, because if it's a deal of just literally receiving money for exclusivity, it's just some, I don't know, the industry doesn't really take like a lot of love into that. They don't really love exclusivities as much as people believe that they like exclusivities. I think a lot of people at the same time don't. Things like the Epic what is that, Epic store or something like that, people don't necessarily like that too much, and at the same time you can see other places like that where just people don't really love exclusivity too much. So personally, I don't really care for exclusivity. I think that any console should definitely have these games. I don't see why they aren't. Like, sometimes I wonder, just like, why is this game exclusive to a system? It doesn't really make sense, right? So personally, I just want the games to be on all the consoles. I think that it just makes sense from a financial standpoint. People want to sell their games. That's the purpose of making them. Like, as much as you like any or all of the different let's say all the other different studios or you know, developers, at the same time you gotta think about, they make games because they want to make money off of them, right? So why not have all these games on all the different consoles? The more consoles they have the games on, the more money they can make off of it. So to me, it's just never made sense that they just don't have any more consoles. But again, personally, that's just my take on that, right? So do you think Persona 6 will be on all consoles? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about all this? Again, personally, I think it just makes sense, but at the same time, if there is some kind of exclusivity deal with Sony, especially with how well Nintendo Switch is doing lately, and Shin Megami Tensei 5 is just selling really well, I just don't see why it wouldn't impact the thought of Persona 6 on all consoles. Personally, just makes sense. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? Did you want this game to be on all consoles? Do you not care? Did you think it will be a good deal or not? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about all this? If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.